How's it going, Coach? Congrats on the win. I just wanted to ask you on your team's ability to facilitate the ball around Nashville's half of the area and around your defensive half, and how that helped build towards a 2-0 result tonight.
Yeah, it's very important. First of all, the result. Our home opener, our starting game today in our Sports Illustrated Stadium, and it's good to have this now for directly the first game to win. And I would say when I analyzed the first half, I would say we were very dominant in the whole first half, and we created a lot of situations. We were very aggressive in our pressing, and and then we scored two great goals in these moments. And second half, I would say mid of the second half, we lost a little bit our control of the game. And then Nashville had some situations, but not big chances at the end. And at the end, I think we deserved today the win, and the performance was good. And this is what we have to continue now.
Next, we go to Joe Pintorna.
Sandro, just what did the last 24 hours look like regarding Lewis Morgan, this injury that he picked up, and what did you think of Mohamed coming in his place?
Yeah, first of all, it's tough because Lewis is a very important player for us, especially with his runs, deep runs. And we had this issue yesterday after our pre-match training, and then our decision was that we want to play with two strikers today. And then was the decision clear for us. We need next to Chupo one striker with good deep runs with speed, and Sofo made it in the preseason very well and good steps in his development. And yeah, it's great. It's great when he played now the first game in the starting lineup and directly to score in these moments, and very, very important for us. And it's what I said directly in the locker room. It's good not only to have these guys, but to have the spirit that can happen then, that guys directly come in from the second team, from our first team training session, and then directly to be ready. And that's very, very important for us because we have some injuries. We have some players today. They were out, but now it's a good reaction, very good reaction, and I'm very, very proud of the whole team, of the whole guys, how they handle this situation.
Next, we go to Christian Arnold.
Coach, just circling back to Lewis for a second, is there obviously he had the injury history in 2023? Is there a concern with what's going on with him? And
No.
In terms of Cam right now, is there a preliminary diagnosis?
Yeah, I hope that Lewis is coming back the next 2-3 weeks, maybe next Saturday. We will see now the next days. And Cam, we have to check tomorrow, but it seems that could be a little bit longer, to be honest.
Next, we go to Anthony Merced.
Coach, congratulations on the win today. Can you speak a little bit about how your strategy changed once Cam came out of that game? It seemed like everything was flowing. A lot of things were flowing through him in the game. And what was the thought process behind putting in Dylan Nealis as his replacement?
Yeah, but I would say Dylan made it, especially in our build-up moments, very well. He played with a lot of confidence in small spaces to solve the situation, and good deep balls, especially then for our strikers behind their fullback. And he made it very well. And in his defense behavior, he played also very serious, but this is another profile of player. It's not like Cam with diagonal deep runs in the box. And but the decision was then to have Dylan on the side, and yeah. That was it.
Next, we go to Luca, Richmond.
Hi, Coach. Congrats on the win. Just wanted to talk about Raheem Edwards a little bit, coming in at left back, and just wondering if you could lend any insight onto maybe his experience being an MLS veteran at this point and how he's stepped into the back line. He looked good tonight, so.
Yeah. He missed, I would say, I think so, the first 2 or 3 weeks of our preseason. So it needs also time to adapt how we want to play, how we want to play very aggressive, and it needs times. But now he was ready for 20, 25 minutes, 30 minutes like this, and it's good. It's good to see him directly on the field. And last week in his training session, in our training session, it was good quality to see him with the ball and against the ball. And now, hopefully, he will be ready then for the next weeks as well to adapt more our style of play, and also physically. That's important for us because it's a long season, and with these injuries now, and some players came a little bit too late, but it's okay. So, but the reaction, and this is for me, is the main part today. The reaction of the whole team. That's for me great to see that, because it's tough. But to win the game, to play the first half very well, very dominant, that's great. But we have to be ready and to be careful also for the next weeks. That's clear.
Next, we go to George Martinez.
Coach, congrats on the win. What more would you want to see from the guys, offensively and defensively? I thought on both sides they played great, but there was still something that I thought was missing. Anything from your side?
To be honest, I can't criticize something today, because I know this is the second game. We start with some new faces, with some guys. They didn't play, I don't know, the last 8 months, 7 months with some guys, some young players, some injuries. We have some injuries, but what I have seen, it's great. It's great behavior, great mentality, and to believe in ourselves, how we want to play. And what I have seen in the first half, this was top performance. But yeah, the second half was, maybe we struggled in some moments, but I would say what I said at the beginning, Nashville didn't have so many chances in these moments, and in some transition moments it could be easier for us to score then the third goal or the fourth goal maybe. But at the end it's 2-0, our second match now in this season, and I'm pretty sure that we need this development as well, and it needs times. But with 3 points, everything is a little bit easier for all the guys, and to see the behavior, the mentality, that's top, and especially the first half and also the first 15 minutes and last 10 minutes was good. But this is normal. It's normal. It's a young group, but at the end it's great. And I don't want to criticize, to be honest, today about what can we improve. For sure we can improve, and we will do that on Tuesday in our training session and in our video session. But at the end, a lot of respect for these guys, a lot of love, everything. To be proud of these guys, how they handle these situations, that's top. That's great.
Next, we go to James.
Thanks, Sandro. Congrats on the win. Omar Valencia gets his second start and adds an assist now to his 2025 stats. What were your thoughts on his performance?
Yeah, this is look, when we talked, I don't know, maybe at the start of the preseason, I would say, okay, when we talked about the starting lineup in the first game or the starting lineup in the second game, I'm not sure that we're thinking about, okay, Omar Valencia is playing 2 games, Sofo's playing 1 game, Julian Hall now 2 games, and that's great. That's great, and Omar Valencia as well, now the first assist today. And it's good for the whole group. It's good for the whole group because we need everyone. We need everyone, and hopefully some players coming back as soon as possible. And but the way how they worked hard every day, and then to see it in our first game in our stadium here, that's good. And Omar Valencia played very well.
Next, we go to Ja.
Good evening, Coach. 2 weeks ago at your opening press conference, you said that you wanted to create emotional moments. I've been here since 4 p.m. this afternoon. The parking lot was full. The excitement was in the air. Then we had
very good question.
Then we had.
I don't know the question, but it seems very good. This question.
Then we had the red carpet, the excitement continuing to build. We had the new running with the Bulls ceremony to start, and then a goal within the first 7 minutes, 30 minutes. Then we had the Ryan.
Yeah, come on, yes.
I just want to know, what are your reflections on tonight? You created those emotional moments. Congratulations, and how do you look on keep building this for the rest of the season?
And we had mid of the week a great event here with our supporters here in our stadium, and our conversations very open and very thankful from both sides, and which emotions we had last season. And to see this then when we are coming here, and the welcome from the supporters, red carpet. And I said directly when we came in here in the locker room, I said directly to some guys, okay, this is, when I compare this, for example, to the beginning of the last season, for example, and to see now all these emotions, it's great, and we need this. And this is, and I repeat this so many times, but this is the true, and it's also what I feel. That's the reason. That's the reason why we are working so hard at the end, that we celebrate together, that we fight together, that we are happy together. Sometimes maybe sad or disappointed together. That's also normal then in a long season. But it's good. It's good to have this support, to feel it, and not only to see or to hear it, so only to feel it. And I feel everything in this club and with all these supporters, and it was great to see. It was 4 p.m. We had our pre-match lunch. Okay, but at 5:30 our arrival time was here. Was good.
Everyone, we have time for 2 more questions with the coach. First, go to Maria Isabel, and then we'll finish up with Michael.
Congratulations on the win. It felt really cold today. Did it affect any in the game in any way? And also, how do the players stay warm during halftime?
It's very simple. They have to run during the game, and in the halftime, okay, to come down a little bit, and then they have to run when they are outside. It's easier, then it seems not so cold. But we are nothing special. No, nothing special. Nothing special. They sit, and then hopefully they listen what I said. No, but nothing special at the end. No, nothing special.
And we'll finish up with Michael.
Coach, you mentioned in the second half, Nashville started to gain some momentum, started to get more presence in your own end. Just talk about how important it was for you guys to keep that clean sheet, especially for Carlos, after last week, that goal. So to open the season at home with that sort of performance, what does that mean for him?
Yeah, for every goalkeeper, and especially for Carlos, because a very competitive guy. And to have a clean sheet, it's then necessary for a goalkeeper, especially maybe after last weekend in Cincinnati with this unlucky moment in this one situation. But at the end, everyone is responsible on the field to defend all together, and Carlos made his job also very well. And but I would say they had not so many chances today in Nashville. We controlled the game the whole time, and in my opinion, we had very, very good moments, and this is a good step in our development. Especially with the ball in build-up moments, build-up situation. When I'm pretty sure when I'm watching the game and I see the chance in the second half where we can score the third goal, this was very good in our behavior, in our position and behavior, to play very clean and play forward. So it's good to have this clean sheet. To score 2 times. Sofo scored in his first game in the starting lineup. Emil, great goal, important goal for us, and an important player as well.